Today, I'm gonna to show you a quick presentation about our latest update on the mainnet, and that we are going to roll out the new feature to our archive node. It's the new archive node with this cool feature. So what is this cool feature is about? Let's take a look. So this feature is a tracing and the tracing API. What is tracing? Tracing provides the detailed insights about the internal operations, the state changes, the balances changes, internal calls, and so on that occur during the execution of these transactions. So previously, this feature was on the archive node of the Ethereum, but with a new version of archive node on the Scale, now we are also able to do this on the Scale chains. So what was added? Let's see. So first of all, we added the new tracing API into the archive node. It allows us to trace transactions, trace calls, trace blocks with all this information. Also, we added the support of different tracer types for different purposes. So you can, for example, if you need more detailed info, you like put the specific tracers that trace all information about the transaction, all information about the opcode, and so on. If you need just like to know some transfers, some internal calls, you can put the call tracer, and that's it. So, and also this increases a lot compatibility with Ethereum mainnet. So, but in the quick way, what are the new opportunities that we will provide to our customers? First of all, it's now our users, our developers that are using S-chains, now they can debug their transactions. So it's really important. Previously we have like developing and sending transaction on the Scale. It was like a little bit complicated to understand where is the issue, where is the problems without debugging. Now we will be able to debug the transactions on this chain. Now we can just take a trace, take both transaction and see what was wrong on which step, and so on and so on. Also, we can see all the internal calls of the transaction. For example, one transaction is trying to interact with other contracts, we will see all this interaction, we will see all this information. Previously, we just see the regular transaction hash and that's it. So in the future, this tracing functionality will help our customers, our developers, to optimize the gas usage, to examine execution traces and found how they can optimize the transaction, how they are working inside the Scale, which opcodes are using, and so on and so on. So also they can analyze state changes. For example, if there was some variables put in the state, they will show it in the trace. And a lot of other use cases that can be now enabled on our Scale chains. So what are the next steps and new opportunities in the case of the integrations? So we can now use for debug, finally we can use Tenderly, we can attach Tenderly to our archive node and see debug info about transactions. We can use all this debug information from the remix. We can use it from the hard hat when we are deploying the contracts, when we are interacting with the contracts. It's really helps to develop the new things on the Scale and develop new contracts on the Scale, on these chains. Also, from the point of view of seeing the information, now we will be able to attach the explorers with that requires the tracing for, and the explorers like BlockScout or EtherScan will be able to get this information from archive node and see all this information on the screen. And also it will allow us to fetch the data from the S-chain into analytics partners such like June Analytics, and use this information as you wish. So it's like a really big milestone that we were working like I think several months or even more. It's really big feature, and I think it will increase our usability and functionality, and our developers will be so happy. Yes, Stan was working on this like I think several months, and now finally we are pushing this to the mainnet, and I think in this week, next week, all Scale chains will be, all Scale archive node will have this new feature, new ability to trace transactions.